Hello everyone, my name is Roman, and in this video I'm gonna be showing you this new amplifier board from the Arylic. It's the Up2Cast amp. So I've got totally 3 of these boards for a review. So I'm gonna show you the app. I'm gonna show you how this board works. And I'm gonna explain you. I try to explain you every aspect, interesting aspect of this board. So let's begin. So first of all, here you can see a DC input. Board could be powered from the 12 volts to 24 volts. Here you have the speakers output, your auxiliary input, your optical input, USB flash drive input. Here you have Type-C input to use this board as the sound card if you connect it to your phone, tablet, PC or the laptop. Here you have the Auracast button, and later I'm gonna explain to you what's the Auracast, what it's all about. So yeah, here you have power button or the input switch button. Here you can see jumper for the mono output. So basically I asked for from the support and asked does this board work in BTL mode. So they answered that yes it can. So if you put a jumper here, you could totally use this amp in mono mode. So basically if you have 2 amplifiers, 2 of these boards, you could put one board into left channel only mono mode and other board into right channel only mono mode. So yeah, I'm gonna output on the screen all the inputs that these boards have and outputs. So it's quite many of them. So I don't remember every input that this board has. It has, but there is quite much of them. It has like 2 5-volt outputs. It has another DC input and DC output here. So yeah, it has this Bluetooth antenna. So it's a totally great DIY board because it has so many inputs and so many possibilities to use it in your audio configuration. So the amplifier that it uses, I think it was ACM8626. I'm gonna put on the screen the measurements from the datasheet. So, but I think it should be somewhere around 25 watts for 8 ohms and 1% THT on the 24 volts. So it has like quite decent output power for each channel. So yeah, for its size, it's a quite small board. It fits in the palm of my hand and it's quite small, as you can see. It's quite good, but I will advise you to use it through the Bluetooth or through USB port, not through the auxiliary input, since the board will convert a signal with a DSP processor. And talking about DSP, this board has its own app. It's a Go Control app, and you could set many things there. Also, it is possible to use the ACPworkbench to add equalization, and you could add equalization separately for each channel, which is nice. So if you would need to add separate equalization, you could totally do it through the ACPworkbench app. So yeah, later in this video, of course, I'm gonna play some music. I'm gonna explain you what this Auracast Bluetooth is and how you can use it. I'm gonna show you this app, and I'm gonna show you my other boards which are currently connected to other speakers. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'm gonna explain to you every aspect of this board. So let me explain you what's the Auracast and that this board has. What is it? Basically it's a possibility to set amplifier into the broadcast mode. So basically if you this amplifier has ability to output the signal that it receives through the Bluetooth to other devices. I'm just gonna call it master M, to the other amplifiers and Auracast capable devices. So basically there is a possibility to output any input signal with the USB, auxiliary input, Bluetooth input, and broadcast it to other devices with Auracast. So basically, all you need to do is set your main amplifier into broadcast mode, Auracast, and other amplifiers into the receiver mode. And I read the datasheet of Auracast, and it is quite interesting that it says that there is no limit of how much devices could be connected to the broadcast at the same time. Only they should be in a 10-meter range. So if you have like 3 boards, you could connect them together. If you have 5, 10, so it should work properly. And delay should be somewhere around 2 to 5 milliseconds, which is not that much. And of course, with Auracast broadcast, you could connect to the main receiver, which is broadcasting with any Auracast capable device which has Auracast. And also through the app, which I'm gonna show you later, you could totally select, do you want this broadcast to be public or to be private? So if you set it public, any other person who has Auracast on their device could hear your broadcast, the music that you're broadcasting. Or if you set it private, you just select your own Up2Cast boards and use it in private mode, so other people won't be able to connect to it. So yeah, this is a quite good technology. It will just duplicate incoming signal from the Bluetooth, USB, AUX, and it will broadcast to the other devices the same signal. So they will be receiving the same signal, all of your boards which you're using right now. So this is the Auracast, and remember distance that its amplifier has in datasheet, it's somewhere around 10 meters of radius. So let me show you quickly how this board behaves when it's powered on. So basically it remembers the last input if you powered it off. So let's say you're on auxiliary input and you just power off your board and let you power it on. Look what happens. Yes, it's on the same input, so no problem. Here you select all the inputs. Yes, so if you hold this button for the few seconds, you will power off your board. If you press it once more, you will power it on. So yeah, now it's searching for Bluetooth. Here you have the Auracast button to start a broadcast or to turn it off, and that's basically it. The typical use that I could think of, if you want to buy more than one board, I think it's, in my opinion, it's for the bi-amping, to make a bi-amping crossover or a tri-amping crossover, which I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try tri-amping later in this video. So because this board allows you to set a custom PQ, but no more than 10 values, the 10 values is more than enough for the crossover. You could basically set any crossover with the ACPworkbench, for your speakers. So if you're building like two-way passive speakers, you could cut your tweeter with the high pass filter, and you could set any desirable slope that you want, and I'm gonna show you how you could do it. It's not that hard. So let me draw it once again. I'm gonna paint. Okay. So let's say this is your like tweeter frequency response, whatever, and you want to just let me erase it. And you want to make a bigger slope with something like, I don't know, maybe 12 dB per octave or even more, whatever. You want to make it like that. So basically, it's not that hard. All you have to do here on this website, I think it's earlevel.com. Wait, I'm gonna set, yes, okay. So on the earlevel.com, here you have cascading filters. So let's say I want the second order crossover for my tweeter. So all I have to do is when in ACPworkbench you select the high pass filter and you just enter this Q value. Of course you wouldn't be able to enter the full parameter, but first 4 digits, I think first 4 numbers you could totally enter. So you could enter 0.707 or 0.7 and you'll have second order crossover. But let's say you want like 8th order crossover, you will just enter these parameters, like you will need to select 4 high pass filters, and just select on the first filter you enter this Q value, and on the other ones you select these Q values, and you will be able to make yourself a 8th order crossover. So yeah, it's not a problem, and to make active crossover for your speakers. And basically with active crossover, I think you will save money, because passive crossover it's really hard to measure and find specifically for your speaker. But with active crossover you could set any frequency for the crossover which you want. You could select any slope, dB per octave with that, and so it's quite easy. So yeah, and basically if you already have like biamp speakers with the biamping capabilities, you could totally buy 2 of these ports, put each one in mono mode. Let's say first amplifier will be in mono for the left channel, and other amplifier will be mono for the right channel, and you're good to go. So yeah, but if you want to just hook up speakers here without any passive crossover, later in ACPworkbench, of course I suggest you to measure your speakers to know which crossover point to set, and slope and stuff, to adjust them properly, and you will get quite nice results. But this port, because of integrated DSP, totally allows it. So yeah. Okay, so let me show you the app and how it works, and the capabilities of the app control app, control app, whatever. So stay tuned and I'm gonna show you that. Okay, so the app is the Go Control app. You should find it on the App Store and Google Play. So after you install it, turn on your amplifier and run the app. So it will ask for the few permissions, whatever, just skip it. And the app should totally find your Up2Cast board. And if you will face any problems later, the app wouldn't find your amplifier, just go to your settings and clean everything with your data and your cache, and it should work. So yeah, when you're in app, you could select which input your Up2Cast is using. So here you can see I'm scrolling through it. Okay, one moment. Here you can see, okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna change the language so you could understand it. Okay, now we're good to go. So here in this settings, you could adjust your treble, mid, bass, balance, max volume. You could set the crossover frequency for your subwoofer output from the 50 Hz to the 300 Hz, but I don't need it right now. The deep bass, I think it's like just some frequency boost. Yep, so yeah, you have it. And here you have like few EQ presets, and also you could make yourself a custom EQ. Okay, whatever. And so adjust the graphical EQ by yourself. Okay, so here you could see the app version and sign in to your account if you need, whatever. So right now I have the USB flash drive hooked up to this port. Okay, there is already music playing. Okay, so funny fact, as you can see, I have those files here, which the board sees them. So I have some like Sony Whale in Tonga. It's the HDR 4K video, and if I press to play it, so look here what happens. Okay, so board is totally playing HDR video, which I put to test my TV and whatever. Okay, it could play some 300 FPS video, whatever, motion blur. So yeah, here you can see files stored on your flash drive. As you can see, it can play WAV and FLAC files without a problem. I won't play full song, but like for first few seconds I could play it. Okay, it could play WAV, FLAC files, MP3 files, of course, there should be no problems. Here you could select repeat, shuffle your playlist, or play only one song. You couldn't like you couldn't select which how list is sorted by name or by data or whatever. So basically, if you stick your USB flash drive, the amplifier will decide itself in which order your playlist will be sorted, but I don't think it's a big problem. So yeah, you could totally put, I think it was for around 64 gigabytes of flash drive, USB flash drive, which this board should support. Yeah, and here you have same EQ. In this upper right corner you have the settings. You could change the device name. After that, I think if you change name, you need to restart your app and go control app, and if name isn't changed, you have to clean data and cache, and you should see proper name for your device. I've named the transmitter because it will be main device which will transmit its signal to the other amplifiers. Okay, here we can see the firmware version, the status indicator. You could turn your LED on or off if you need to save a few milliamps of your battery power. Here you can see set the volume step level, and you could factory reset your board to the default values if you have any problems. So basically that is it. That is how this app looks. Of course, you could change the volume level, and set your desired graphical EQ. Yeah, and select your input. So now I'm gonna show you how this app will look if you have more than one Up2Cast amp board. If you will have more than one board powered on nearby, you should totally see them. And to make it easy for you, I renamed them in this order. The first board will be transmitter, which will broadcast the signal to the other amplifiers, and other ones will be receiving the same signal. So on your first board, you just select the input source, and that would be it. So let's say I want to play some music from my USB sticks, and I want other Up2Cast. Okay, it's playing, and I want other Up2Cast boards to receive the same signal. So all you have to do is here you just press enable Auracast, and you have like two options. You could enable it to the public so that anyone with the Auracast capable speakers or the headphones could connect to it, or you could select it the private one, so the only your amplifiers will hear this and receive this signal. So okay, let me set it to the public. You select the amplifiers, you just confirm, and you just have to wait a little bit. You should see that on your other amplifiers the light blue indicator it will glow still, and on your main amplifier your input source your input source LED will glow. So I don't know how this works, but sometimes I get the separate I get a separate volume control for the every Up2Cast amp board, and sometimes it's only one slider, like for the each amplifier. So I have no clue, but maybe I have to study this app a little bit more. So yeah, that's how it will look, and your other amplifiers will receive the same signal through the Auracast, and you could like select the volume for the each amplifier, and if you need to stop it, you just click OK, and they are not receiving this audio signal anymore. So that is how it looks if you have more than one Up2Cast amplifier in your system. So you could like select the order. You could like change your name for your device, whatever. Okay, wait, need to, yes. Okay, it's still in Russian, whatever. And if you will face some problems, it's like sometimes I had this weird problem that I refreshed the page and one of the amplifiers was gone, and all I had to do is go to the app and just clear all data and cache, and it was working totally fine. So yeah, skip it. So yeah, if you have like more than one board, just let's say transmitter, wait one moment, you just add enable Auracast, let's say to private. Okay, see there is this issue. Wait, I have to connect. Yes, you have to click on your every amplifier. Okay, go back to your transmitter, enable Auracast to private, select other amplifiers, confirm, and wait a few seconds and you're good to go. Yes, and now you can see it is one volume slider for every amplifier. So I have no clue how it works. Maybe if it's private, it will be only one slider. So yeah. So let's test some music playback with one amplifier. So stay tuned. So right now I have this Up2Cast amp board connected to my Windows laptop. As you can see, it's up-to-stream USB audio. If I hit properties, I could select in advanced sampling frequency, It's either 16-bit 4400 Hz or the 16-bit 48 kHz. I don't know if this board is downsampling everything to the CD quality, but whatever. Okay, so let's play some music, and you can see it is here, and it is connected to the 24 volts output, 24 volts power supply. I think it's 60 watts power supply. So yeah, in your app, just select the max volume, and later just adjust your volume levels on your Windows, like here. So I'm gonna play for you some music, so you could like hear it. Okay, so guys, it is very loud on the 100% volume, and the speakers you see, those are Yamaha NX-E800 speakers, which are really good speakers, and this small amplifier could totally work with them. And so yeah, it could totally power up some nice speakers. And I wanted to mention that even though it doesn't have like 100 watts output power per channel, for the home use, this is enough. The 25 watts with 1% THD, it's enough. And to my ear, I didn't hear any distortion on the bass, on the other frequencies, so it was working totally fine. So yeah, and I've already filmed other review for the Russian viewers, so I already made this amplifier to work with the tri-amping. So yeah, but let me show you. So basically what I did, I've used these Yamaha speakers. Wait, okay, one moment. I've used this Yamaha NX-E800 as the base speakers, and I've used this Philips whatever MCM 8/01 speakers. Tweeter is hooked separately to the amplifier, and other speaker is connected separately to the amplifier as well. So I've managed to get it work with the tri-amping. So yeah, those are my other amplifiers here that I filmed. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to make the crossover for the tri-amping right now, and later I'm gonna show you a little bit of the ACPworkbench. Wait, my camera is not stable. Okay, yes. So yeah, but three of these boards, they could totally work for the tri-amping if necessary, even for the quad-amping, whatever. If you need it, you could adjust manual EQ and crossover for each amplifier, and there will be no problems. So yeah, right now I'm gonna show you how I made the crossover for the tri-amping. Okay, so for the ACPworkbench app, there is nothing too fancy. You just connect your amplifier through the USB to your laptop, and you have to download the ACPworkbench app. And in audio effect, you already can see that here it says like left channel EQ and the right channel EQ. So you basically could make custom parametric EQ for individually for each of your channel. So, and as for the options, you have a PQ, low shelf, high shelf, low pass, high pass, band pass, and notch filter. So let's say I would want let's say low pass. Okay, here you can see, and after you're done, you have total of 10 parameters. You just have to save it, downloader, save configuration to flash, next, and you're good to go. Okay, save whatever. I will gonna remove it for now because I don't need it. So I just turn off any EQ. So it's quite nice that now it's possible to manually set EQ individually for each channel without any problem. Yeah. So in these settings you can see sample rate. It says 48. Okay, it's out of focus. One moment. Okay. Yeah, and basically I think from the manual this board has the microphone input, which currently isn't supported, but I think with the later updates and stuff there will be possibility to use one board as the microphone input and transfer the microphone signal, your voice, whatever, to the other amplifiers. I don't know, but basically yeah, there is a microphone input on this board. So this is how the ACP workbench looks. Here you can like set any EQ from the whatever. Here, okay, wait, name is invalid, cancel, not bass reducer, treble booster. So, and I think if you select EQ, you should decide which EQ you're using, either the ACP workbench EQ or the app EQ. So just stick with one EQ for your project, or you could use EQ in your music player. Every music player supports EQs right now. So yeah, so let's go next. Okay, so as a conclusion, I think it's a great unit. It has a wide range of capabilities for your audio projects. As you can see right now, I have my main amplifier in the Auracast transmitter mode and other two amplifiers in the Auracast receiving mode. So yeah, it's quite nice that this amplifier could transmit any input signal. It could receive signal through the Bluetooth. Look, I turned it to the receiving mode, and so the LEDs, all the LEDs started to flash. Okay, whatever. Let me set it green or something. But in the settings, you could totally turn your LED off. So I don't know if it's possible to like. I think it's actually possible. You just put your every amplifier into transmitter mode, and from the one amplifier you could transmit like hot style from other drum and bass and hear the clap music, and you just get like I don't know, Auracast capable headphones, and you could just select broadcast in your range and listen to different music. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, I think for the most applications it has more than enough like capabilities, parametric EQ capability for the bi-amping, for the tri-amping like I did, and it has pretty much enough output power. So I think it's a good unit. I will leave a link in the description for this amplifier. I will leave a link to the ACM amplifier datasheet, so you could check specs, and if they suit you, you should totally get one of these units for your some projects. So look how small it is. It's like it fits in the palm of my hand without any problem. So yeah. I hope you liked my review. I hope I told every aspect, every important aspect of this board. I hope that it was very informative and you will like it and hit the thumb up. So yeah, Roman was with you. Have a nice evening and bye.